3, 2, 1, action.
Hi everyone, this story is about the time I found a creepy cabin in the woods when I was at summer camp. It started out with a game. The whole camp had to go out into the woods to find red ribbons that were pinned to trees. The problem was, they decided to play the game at night, in the dark woods, with flashlights. And the cabin that finds the most ribbons gets to enjoy movie night. As soon as we entered the woods, I was sure I heard something moving around in the bushes. But I brushed it off and we set out on a mission to find the red ribbons. Our plan was to get the hell out of there as fast as possible. After an hour searching the woods with our cabin mates, we already found a few ribbons and we just needed 2 more for the win. So after that, Chris and I decided to leave our cabin mates and go off on our own to find the last 2 ribbons. While we were searching the woods, we heard a scream. It sounded like a girl's scream, so we went to investigate. That's when we ran into a group of girls from another cabin who were also looking for the same red ribbons. We asked, which one of you screamed earlier? The girls all moved aside and we saw a girl with her arms out. We asked, what happened to her? That's when we smelled it. She got sprayed by a skunk and she smelled horrible. So the rest of the girls took her to see the camp nurse. And we went back searching for the last 2 ribbons that we needed. We kept walking deeper and deeper into the woods, until we got completely lost and couldn't find our way back. Also, the batteries on our flashlights were dying, so the light kept getting weaker and weaker. But at least there was a full moon lighting up the woods that night. We were lost, completely lost. That's when we came across this creepy cabin in the woods. Do you remember all those horror movies with scary creepy cabins in the woods where people go in and they don't come out? It was exactly like that. It looked abandoned and broken down. I almost peed my pants a little. I wanted to get the hell out of there, but Chris wanted to stay and explore the cabin. I was like, no way, I'm not going in there. So Chris went in by himself and I stayed outside. While I was waiting outside, I heard freaky howls and noises. Maybe it was a werewolf or a slender man walking around out there. That's when Chris came out screaming, "Run! Run!" He didn't have to tell me twice. I was out of there in a flash. We ran like hell. We didn't know where we were going. We just kept running. We ran so far that we somehow made it back to camp. And as soon as we entered the cabin, everyone asked us, "Where did you guys go?" Chris told them that we went out looking for the last 2 ribbons and we got lost and we found this creepy cabin in the woods. Our cabin mates told us, but we already found the last 2 ribbons. We won movie night. Later on, we were all sitting around waiting for the movie to start. That's when I asked Chris, what happened in the cabin? He told me, when I went in the cabin, I heard a noise coming from upstairs, so I went up the stairs. I wanted to see what the noise was. I noticed that the sound was coming from behind the room door. So I opened the door slowly, and that's when I saw him. I saw this skinny, creepy old man standing there holding a sword, and he had these terrifying, googly eyes. He yelled, "Who's there?" And that's when I ran out. I told Chris, we need to tell someone. So we went to the head counselor, and we told him what happened. That's when he told us, yeah, that's Frank. He used to be a counselor years ago, and now he lives in that broken down cabin in the woods. And that wasn't a sword in his hand, it was his walking stick. He can't walk without it. And he can't see too good either. Then he said something that scared the shit out of us. He's the one that makes all your meals. He's the camp cook. Ah!